that's oozing out your doggone hands. That thing that's beating in your doggone chest right now.
Here we go. What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy One Trey Rock. Like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a little feedback as well. All right, so as we all know, the Philadelphia Eagles just finished up their 2025 season. We're moving into the playoffs. We finished 14-3. Great record. Second time in Eagles franchise history that we finished with 14 wins. I don't really got too much to complain about, man. That's a great record. Only losing 3 games in the season is great. And a few of those games, a couple little things could have went our way. We would have really ended up with one loss. We only had one sturdy loss, in my opinion, and that was Tampa Bay. We went down there and got handled. But the Atlanta game, the Commanders game, we could have easily won both of those and finished with the number 1 seed. But it is what it is. You can't cry over spilled milk. All right, so look, I'm giving y'all my reflection on the season. It was a great season. As we all know, we added some pieces in the offseason. We brought over Saquon Barkley, one of the best running backs in the NFL, and he showed us why he's one of the best running backs in the NFL. Dude had a phenomenal season rushing the football this year. Look, man, you only see seasons like this, like, rarely. Once in a blue moon. There's only 8 other guys, 9 now, including Saquon Barkley, that have ever rushed for 2,000 yards in a season. So, Eagles fans, you witness history. I mean, I know how y'all feel about a lot of y'all, is a lot of mixed signals. It's like, a lot of y'all was happy we rested the starters. A lot of y'all was a little upset that Saquon couldn't go for the record. But in my opinion, I feel like Nick Sirianni did what was best for his football team. And I know he get a lot of flack around the city, or even not even really around the city, in the media, other cities, stuff like that. He get a lot of flack. And sometimes it's warranted and sometimes it isn't, man. I want a coach that is passionate about about the game of football. Because that's how you know he really cares. Sometimes he can get a little bit overboard. But look, if I was playing for Nick, I love it. I'm a player, I love it. I get the media stuff and all that. I get it. But as a player, I love it. He gives you that passion. You see his players trying to rein him in. He bringing energy every time. And his team responds well to this man. A lot of people before the bye week was calling for Nick Sirianni's job. He did a 180. He turned this whole season around, and now look, we Super Bowl bound. We Super Bowl bound right now. All right, so I'm gonna get into a little bit of my thoughts on the Packers game that's coming Sunday, 4:30. Be there or be square. All right, so my opinion on the Green Bay Packers. I feel like they're a solid team. They have some solid players, including their quarterback, Jared Love. I like his game. I don't get all amped about him like a lot of people do in the media and stuff like that, because I actually seen dude play a few times and he wasn't super impressive. Like, he's a good quarterback. He could carve you up if he's sitting back there in that pocket and he got all day. But the records speak for itself. They won a lot of games, but they lost to the teams that's actually in these playoffs that they're gonna have to play against. They have a bad record against winning playoff football teams. So Yeah, they beat up on a couple bad teams, but I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles are better than this team. But you know how football is weird a little bit. You got if you don't come to play, dudes can run you off that field. So yeah, yeah, that's how I kind of feel. That's my kind of take on the game. I like their defense. They got a strong defense. Not really sure Jair Alexander playing this week. He been kind of in and out of the lineup, but I know Jordan Love has an injury, and they lost one of their key pieces on offense, Christian Watson, to a torn ACL. So that's going to hamper them a little bit. It's going to hamper them. When they coming into the link, it's going to be a hostile environment. It's going to be rocking out there. And, I mean, they're going to have to bring their A game as well. Look, man, like I said, we kind of having a little trouble with our quarterback right now. He's still in concussion protocol. I don't know how serious it is. I don't know if the Eagles are actually just trying to give the dude the time because he did miss 3 weeks of football. So, and that's kind of the longest I seen somebody in the concussion protocol. It usually be if a week and a half, but it's been 3 weeks and they're still saying they're in a concussion protocol. Or maybe they're just saying it because, I mean, they're trying to like psych out the Green Bay Packers. Or I don't really know, but if he doesn't practice by Wednesday, that's a bad sign in my eyes. If he doesn't get on the practice field on Wednesday, that's a bad sign in my eyes. Because usually dudes that don't get on there or don't practice that Wednesday before the game, they don't play in the game that weekend. So we gotta kind of keep an eye on and see what's really going on. But for me, I think it's probably just more precautionary, and they're trying to get an upper advantage on the Green Bay Packers. I say that because the Packers will have to game plan for 3 quarterbacks instead of 1 because they don't know if Jalen Hurts playing. They don't know about Pickett. They're going to have to still game plan for Tanner. So look, man, hopefully we can get our starting quarterback back, man, and hopefully he doesn't come back in rusty because he did miss a month's worth of football. So I mean, look, it's gonna be a little tough little roller coaster for us too. But the thing we can lean on is our running game, one of the most dominant running games in the NFL right now. But also the Packers have a great running game too with Josh Jacobs back there. So it's gonna be a fun game. It's gonna be cold out there. They're calling for snow. We just got we coming into the season fully healthy. I mean into the playoffs fully healthy. Like fully healthy. Dallas Goedert is back. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley. Our offensive line is healthy. Our defense is healthy. So we're kind of one of the only teams in this playoff that is coming into the playoffs relatively healthy. So yeah, I'm psyched. I'm pumped up, man. I'm ready for this run. And whoever we play is gonna have to come into the link except if we go up against the number 1 seed, and that's the Detroit Lions. So everybody else is going to have to travel to Philadelphia. So, yeah, look, man, we getting playoff football at the link. It's going to be cold, gritty out there. You can't ask for much more. This Philly, baby. This Philly. So, yeah. All right. I want to get into the Saquon rushing record a little bit. Like I always say, me as a player, I want him to go break that record because I played football. And if it was me, nah, coach, you got to let me go out there, all that. But that's why they pay these coaches millions of dollars to make these kind of tough decisions. You see all around the league right now, the people that had to play their starters, they losing them. Green Bay lost a few starters. Detroit been losing starters all year. Minnesota lost some starters. Who else had? The Commanders lost some starters. All right, it's a lot of football. 17 weeks of football is a lot of football. And some of the teams, including us, had a bye week early, so they playing 12, 13, 14 straight weeks of football before. And now they're going into the playoffs. They didn't have to play their starters. So them dudes is tired, man. Football is taxing. Football is taxing. It's not for the weak. It is not for the weak at all. So yeah, I'm cool with the decision Nick Sirianni made as a head coach. I'm going to sit my starters down. I got some veterans out here. They need a rest. We didn't have a bye week since week 4. Yeah. Well, week 5. Yeah, we didn't have a bye week since week 5. So, Yeah, no, I'm cool with the decision, man. I understand a lot of people' personal feelings about it, but I'm fine with the situation. Now, look at it on the other hand. We do march our starters out there. 1, 2 of our offensive linemen go down. One of our key players go down on defense. This bye week was rest, so everybody could get healthy and ready for this playoff run. Because this playoff run is the intensity pick up, the hits get harder, the blocks get more vicious. It's gonna be cold unless you playing in a dome or you. I don't really think there's no Cali teams in the or actually Florida teams in the playoffs. So yeah, it's gonna be cold, relatively cold everywhere else except for like Detroit and Minnesota because they play in domes. But we wouldn't really see them until a little bit later in the playoffs. So yeah, no, I'm fine with it, man. Congratulations, Nick Sirianni, man. You proved yourself once again that you're a winner. Now let's go chase this Super Bowl. All right. Like I said, Dallas Goedert is back. Dallas Goedert, man, he kind of been in and out of the lineup all season, and I mean he's kind of getting that injury prone label. But when he's on the field, dude is a mismatch nightmare. He is a mismatch nightmare. So yeah, look, man, I'm ready. I hope y'all ready. All right, I'm gonna give y'all my final thoughts. This is my final thoughts, man. Like I said, we're going into the playoffs healthy. We're one of the healthiest teams in the NFL right now. We have all of our starters. None of them are out. We got a great coaching staff. Kellen Moore, Vic Fangio, Nick Sirianni. Great coaching staff going into this playoff. I think we got one of the best chances to win this Super Bowl, man. Honestly. And the gauntlet really going to be the NFC. If we could get through the NFC, I ain't gonna say the team's easier that we playing in the Super Bowl, but look, the NFC is jam packed right now with talent and good football teams, and I feel like the AFC kind of lacking that a little bit. They got kind of 2, 3 good teams. I'd say Baltimore, the Bills, and the Chiefs, and they all gonna beat up on each other before they get to the Super Bowl. So yeah, I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles got one of the best chances to win the Super Bowl this year. And hopefully, man, we can make that run. My final thoughts, man. Look, hey, Philly, let's go. Look, y'all got to give us all the energy y'all got, bro. It don't matter if you're watching on TV, you down there at the link, inside the game, Xfinity Live. We need all y'all energy. Let's go get this Super Bowl. We need another parade down here, baby. Let's go. This your boy, One Trey Rock.
Can you feel that thing that's oozing out your doggone hands? That thing that's beating your doggone chest right now.